Okay, what weird thing scares you? No, do you know what it is? It's like, so sometimes if
Crabs.
I don't have time.
Sorry.
Crabs?
I'm so scared of crabs. I'm so scared of crabs. Hello and welcome to Vogue and Amber, the podcast where we're going to try and not complain the whole time. This is what day is it? It's a Tuesday. That's why, Amber.
No, it's Thursday. Oh, it
whoops.
comes out on a Tuesday. But it is Thursday.
No, I thought it was Tuesday today. It's Thursday today. Isn't that interesting now? I didn't know that. I thought it was
You're losing
Tuesday.
me. You're only 2 more days. Well, 3 more days with me now. I won't
I'll
know
miss
myself.
you now. I'm not judging you because I know people holiday differently, but you were meant to train with me a couple of times. I don't know what's happened, Amber. I don't know what's happened to
I
you.
have to say, I'm just
Not
like,
one weight has been lifted.
the Otto is a weight. Thank you very much. Otto, whose feet barely touch the floor, and Gigi's like a fucking 10 kg, all right? So I'm lifting weights, all right. And I've lifted them and thrown them in the pool. I'm sorry, I'm on my holidays. I'll get back into it when I'm home.
That's what I say. People holiday differently. Like I probably, I'm annoying to be on holidays with, but I love training on holidays. I love going for runs. That's kind of my vibe on a holiday, and then still obviously having fun as well. Are you surprised? I've been more cracked than you probably thought I was going to be. Amber was disgusted at the thought of just going away with me and not Auntie Gina on holidays.
I was worried I'd be bored. No, we've been having crack because we obviously have people we know down here that we hang out with. We've got Subo, and then we have.
Excuse me. We've been having crack. You've been having crack with me on your own as well. We had a lovely time together.
Well, sitting with you on the beach yesterday while you listened to your pod out loud on your phone. Me and Shefki trying to have a conversation. I was like, is this bitch serious? Like, does she not have headphones?
I didn't have headphones, first of all. But what a
It's off down the
hypocritical
beach.
cow.
Walk along the
You
beach
are-
and listen to.
You did that to me on Monday. What are you
No, I
talking
didn't.
about? You did.
I had
Amber, I heard
headphones.
You had it on your chest, and we could all hear the pod. And you did it
Oh,
last
buzz
night. There was 3
off.
of us.
We had to listen to that. If we didn't listen to that, it wouldn't have gone out today. So you're welcome. But anyway, we've spread our wings a little bit now. We haven't just been going to the same place.
No, we've spread our rings in Spain. It's been very nice. Gina comes down now on Friday, is it, Amber? Our Auntie Gina,
Saturday.
who's a mad joke. And then Auntie Naomi, we all come down. My mom leaves. We're all here. Kids are in camp this time round because I've emigrated. I don't know if I said I have emigrated. So the kids are now in a camp down here. But I'm one of those weird moms. I just can't help myself. They had like a big outing today and they were going to be like on a bus for an hour and 15 minutes one way. And I just couldn't. I knew I'd just feel anxious and worried all day. So I thought, no, they're not going to camp today. And do I regret it? No, I don't.
Listen, no. They'll enjoy themselves more with us if they calm themselves down. Otherwise, they're all staying here in the apartment on their own.
I think though we do have a nice group of pals down here. So we met people probably about 3 years ago down here, and we see them every year. Sometimes we invite them to places we invite them to New Year's, and sometimes we invite them to different things. And every time we come down, we see them, and it's literally just like you have seen them yesterday, isn't it?
Yeah, I love that. We were actually only talking about that the first night.
I think it's so nice to have.
It's so cute. And we went on another shopping trip. It wasn't as bad as the last time. It was a bit boring. I actually had to leave and go to the car.
I didn't. Excuse me, you didn't leave and go to the car?
I did. In Toys R Us, I was like, I'm going to go away.
I didn't want to be
car.
Toys R Us. How did you not want to be in Toys R Us? A Decathlon and Toys R Us, I could spend a day in them. I could just wander around all day long in places like that, particularly Decathlon. Have you ever been to Decathlon, Pete?
Oh yeah, I love a Decathlon, man.
Anyone
It's
looking
the
for some
biz.
weights or some if you want a wetsuit, if you're thinking of going camping,
Whatever sport
They
you want to
have
take up, they
everything.
have everything. Like everything from like your rig out that you'd wear for every little rig out rig.
That's what my dad used to say. I'll take you out and buy a rig out.
And then you say
They
that.
don't
as
sell rig outs anymore, Dad.
No, I do love Decathlon, but I prefer going shopping for us. for other things.
Decathlon was for me, although I turned a bit scabby and I deeply regretted it because I've been basically building up like a little home gym in my mom's house. So I have I have 5 kilos, and I bought myself a kettlebell the other day, and there was one that was 20 kilos and it was 70 quid. I was like, no, I'll get that next year.
Oh my God, forcing us to go to, and also forcing us to go back down to the beach. So we went to the beach yesterday, then we left the beach. And we had to go collect those 2 bozos from their camp. Then we had to go back to the beach because, what is it? Bucket and spade were left down there. I was like, honestly, please, I'll just give you
a bucket,
and a ball,
spade,
and a ball. I would have given you a tenner.
And a frisbee.
So we went all the way back. Then we had to go to the supermarket. What should have been a 10-minute journey, 15-minute journey max, turned into an hour-long journey. To say,
Amber, that bowl is sentimental. I bought that 4 years ago down here.
No.
It has stood the test of time. It's
and you could get one, and you'll definitely be going back to Decathlon. You can get a replacement one. But you're all set now anyway for Gigi's birthday.
Well, I don't know if we can go back to Decathlon. I've been caught robbing again, guys. I keep forgetting. They have the same system as they had in Zara, where you put all the stuff just in, and it's like, oh, and it counts up everything that you've put in, so you don't have to scan anything. And I did it in Zara last week. I said it on the bonus, and I did it again. I keep forgetting that they're gonna ask you euro or sterling, so I just like beat my card and I start to walk off, and then Amber was trying to walk out of Decathlon, and the security guy was like, "No."
Again, it was me caught out.
I went back, and we.
Like, Jesus.
It's because you look like trash.
I'll click it all.
You look scary. You look like you'd be doing some robbing. Yeah,
No.
you do.
Every time. And that's you. You've done me dirty twice.
Anyway, so I get all these nice little weights on the balcony from Decathlon, and Amber hasn't so much as looked at one.
No. I had a thought I might join you, but then, like, listen, Beckett, sleep is more important to me. Being well rested. And I have no regrets.
I had how much sleep did you get last night? I bet you we got the same.
I got 8 last night.
I got 8 last night, and I still managed to get up and go for a run and do.
Well, that's you. That's what you want to do with your life. I'm happy for you. It's not what I wanted to do. I had a raging headache this morning, and it was not. It was exacerbated by those children.
I got up and had a bowl of miel pops.
A small, measly little bowl of corn pops with my coffee.
Amber, that cannot fill you up. How does that fill you up? She literally sticks to the recommended amount, which is something like 30 grams. That's nothing to eat.
A little handful. I've trained my tummy to be smaller down here. I only need small amounts to keep me going. Okay. Any other news then from our week? I'm trying to think. We're kind of just like beach club, pool. We went to the pool the other day, but Jesus Christ, the heat. I'm a firm believer. And we should have done it last night. We'll have to see if we can do it. I like the 7 to 9 time. I think the sun is a nice temperature at that time. But like, we're literally going to bed sometimes at 9. You know?
I know. We are sad losers over here. But there's a night market now we might take ourselves to tonight. Maybe.
Oh, really?
Maybe. Nah. I doubt
Too
it.
Too late for us. I'm trying to think. We literally haven't really got any news because we've been doing sweet heck all. We were supposed to go to Tarifa today, but we couldn't get beach beds, so that was a forgotten dream.
What was the first job you ever had?
We both had the same job.
Amber. Well, do you know, I thought about that then, but I was doing bits and bobs of babysitting before I worked in the Summit shop. So my first job would have probably been babysitting, where you used to get paid sweet FA, and you. It's
different now, I tell you. Jesus.
Well, it's kind of better. I think I got paid €5 an hour in this woman's house, and when I say her child, like, I still drive by that house, so I would have been maybe 15 at the time doing this babysitting, and I drive by that house and I'm like, oh God, that's where that child lived. And I remember the child's name and everything. I have never, I never went back after that one time. And my friend Johanna was like, oh, I've got a great babysitting job for you. And I was like, oh, cool. It's just up the road. Like, I can walk up there and like blah, 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 blah. And I got there and I was like, from the moment I walked in, I was like, she has done me dirty. This kid was just really naughty, bold child, and I was just like, this is, and her mom paid me pittance, and they had terrible snacks, and I thought, I'm not going back here, absolutely no way. So that's when I got a job in the shop.
I was never in the babysitting game, obviously only for Alexander, which was annoying, free babysitting. Mom and Neil did very
She didn't
well.
get
out of
paid
us.
anything.
No. My first job was obviously the Summit shop.
I
And
didn't. Do you know why I
we
got
know
the
how
job
that
in
went.
the Summit shop?
How?
So the reason I got the job in the Summit shop is because Ashley's dad bought her a pair of Miss 60 jeans, and I was violently jealous because they were stunning. I even remember what they look like today. Let's see if I can get them on Vinted or something. Anyway, and I wanted the Miss 60 combat jeans because they were so cool. So I was like, Ashley's dad got her them. So I went and I was like, oh, Mom, can I have these jeans? Like, I love them. Ashley's dad got them. And she's like, yeah, no problem, folk, no problem. And then she woke me up the next day and was like, by the way, I got you a job in the Summit shop because you said you wanted those jeans. And I just looked at her and I was like, that is not what we discussed, my friend. You were meant to buy those jeans for me and I was meant to do nothing.
Instilling
So that's how I
good
got my
values.
job.
I think we're good. I think we have a good work ethic. We're working since we're younger, and I think it's a good way to be.
I don't disagree with you, Amber. It's great, but I would have rather not have to work for the jeans if I'm being completely honest. Remember Miss 60, X Works, Eclipse, all Mojo.
Petromotion.
Was there one called Mojo?
I don't know about that.
Morgan de Troyes.
Von Dutch and Miss 60 are making a comeback now.
I think Von Dutch are making a comeback. I haven't seen anything from Miss 60, but I would be into Miss 60. It's a Spanish brand. I remember those jeans that you used to get that made your arse look amazing. Wonder where they're gone.
What are they called again? I never got them.
Okay, let's move on to sister cards.
Okay, which song would you delete forever?
You know what I don't like? I don't like that children's nursery rhyme. Wind the bobbin up, pull. I can't bear it. I absolutely hate it when it comes on. I don't know why. I'm like, it's such a stupid song. What's a bobbin? Wind the what?
I'm trying to think. Are there any songs that you just like, oh my God, get that off? Maybe some country songs? Wouldn't really like all of them.
Spenny.
Maybe some rock songs like...
Spenny started... Oh, like Slipknot and stuff. That's terrifying. Spenny started whacking out. Like, there's nothing wrong with... He was getting angry. He couldn't connect his phone to the car, first of all, because he wanted to listen to music. And then eventually he did connect his phone to the car. And it just wasn't... He was just on a different vibe to us. I thought he was...
But then you were like to me, you were like to me, are you okay? You're very quiet. And I'm like... I didn't want to bother getting into it because I was very tired, but like I was just like, yeah, I'm tired. But it's just like, how am I supposed to talk when the music's blaring? You know what I mean? I'm in the back seat, not even getting any aircon.
Well, I wasn't asking you to talk. I was just seeing if you're all right. We didn't want to hear from you, obviously. That's why the music was blaring. Not even getting any aircon. You were being driven. Stop whinging.
Okay, Pete, what song would you delete forever? Because I don't have one, I don't think. I don't mind most songs.
Well, I feel really bad saying it because I actually really like the singer, but I think the world has had enough of Pink Pony Club by Chapel Roan at this point.
Oh, God, that will offend a lot of listeners, to be honest with you now.
Pete, when we used to do Global, we used to do Radio Show in Global, what would we be like, oh, when it would come back on? What was it? We'd look at it. No, who were they?
Me and you hated the slower song, so it would be like...
The Fray. Was it The Fray? And we'd be like,
yeah.
How to
save a life.
Yeah, I kind of find that kind of annoying. But I see,
annoying, and it was on, and like we'd sometimes have it on twice in a show, and we'd be like, why?
No, there's too many crap songs I like.
Let's let people in on a secret in radio. You don't choose your own songs. You can swap them around a little bit, but there's a certain playlist that gets played all the time that is not chosen by you. There is a person within the building whose personal job it is to choose the music, unless sometimes you'll do requests for people.
And Vogue used to rock up to like a station that plays really easy, lovely, feel-good music, and Vogue would go, will we play some heady one on the show today? No, Vogue.
Bit of Tayo Cruz. I got a hangover.
But we were allowed to play Tayo Cruz. Tayo Cruz and Heady One are completely different ballparks, just so you know.
Amber
Sorry, I'm not...
Heady One were buddies.
No, I didn't. I know that Heady One is a big rapper fella. Sorry, I'm just not with the cool kids liking the rap music. off shaming me.
Amber put on one song in the car the other day, and I was like, Amber, come on, this is a bit much. What was it? It was this like remix of some 80s song, but it was so
Love a
bad.
remix.
It was like something you'd hear in like an American Miami nightclub at 4 a.m. I was like, this is not the right time. Not the right place.
I
not
have
the
a
right
distinct
song.
taste. Yeah, what can I say? I have no shame. Okay, what weird thing scares you? Do you know what I have
in particular? Fish.
what I have a fear of? No, do you know what it is? It's like, so sometimes if I don't have
Crabs.
time.
Sorry,
Crabs?
I'm so scared of crabs. I'm so scared of crabs.
I have a weird fear of oh my God, what is it? I told T the other day, but I have a fear. Sometimes in the morning, if I'm in a rush to go to work, I'll throw a you know, the big nail files that you have. Throw one of them in my makeup bag, but then I have this fear of putting my hand in and it's scratching my fingers when I go in to get it. I don't like that. I don't know what it is. You know, some people have that, but some people have that with cotton wool. The feeling of cotton wool.
I have it with chalk. We were doing it when I was filming Renovation Rescue. I even have the feeling now when I'm thinking about it. We were lining out where the kitchen would go, and we had to have chalk. And I was like, guys, I can't touch the chalk. I cannot.
What?
I didn't know how much I hate the feeling of chalk in my hands.
I used to love going up to the board to write in school.
Are you guys not scared of crabs? Have you ever seen Christmas Island? What happens to all
No.
the crabs? Oh my God, it's overtaken by crabs. You can't drive on the road. It's just crab infested, the whole place. Have you never seen a spider crab from Japan?
They're huge.
All crabs just lurk around. I don't know where they're going, what
But
they're up to. I don't
you
know
have a
what
lot
their
of
agenda
fears.
is.
Like you've developed a fear of flying.
Yeah.
So did
I
Auntie
don't like
Naomi.
Sad times.
You're
So
actually
I have to fly all the time. It's because I go through the motions. I wrote it in my book about how I figure out how I go up and then I'm like, right, well, this is it. I start having a bit of a mental breakdown. And then I'm like, do you know what? It's fine. This is it. It'll be really quick. And I kind of come to terms with the whole thing. I'm like, it'll be very quick. And then I settle down a little bit and then we're okay. And then I'm like, oh, that was okay.
unless you hit a bit of turbulence.
And then I start looking at the air hostesses and I'm like, guys, save me.
Have you ever been shat on by a bird? Of course.
Yeah, loads of times.
And I think that's just an old wives' tale. Oh, it's good luck. That's just trying to make people, trying to turn, what is it? A calamity into a positive, a negative into a positive.
If I was a bird, I'd literally go around and just aim at people.
I don't think they aim. I think they just they're like horses and like cows. They just shit whatever. Like, you never know when you're going to be hitting. I saw a terrible little picture yesterday of a little kind of I don't know, it looked like a rat and not an eagle. I should have actually sent it to you.
Oh no.
And he had him, and they zoomed in, I think it was maybe National Geographic, and they zoomed in on the little face of the rat, and he was like, ah, fuck this, I'm fucked. The circle of life is so hard to watch sometimes. I hate when you see the whales going for the penguins and stuff like that, or the seals, not for me, or the polar bears going for them. No.
I can't. I actually can't watch stuff like that. The last thing I watched, I said it on the pod before, was this water buffalo getting eaten by hyenas, but about 20 of them, and they were eating them from the bum forward. So he was just being eaten alive, and I was like, at least lions they kill
Get
you
the
first.
neck.
Do you know what I mean? They get you. They kill you first. It's kind of more humane. Or a bear. Do you see that man? There's always somebody messing around with bears. There's always someone messing with bears. And there's this man, and I think it was in Bulgaria, and he kept taking pictures. He was on a motorcycle trip, and he kept taking pictures of these bears. And the pictures were getting closer and closer. They found them on his phone. And then he just got dragged down to a bear den and ripped apart. I don't even think they ate him. They were just stop taking pictures of us. Okay, next one. Have you ever got into really bad trouble at work?
No.
Not really. I mean, we got fired from the Summit shop, but we had done our time there. Anyway.
We had
were
outgrown
ready to
that
move
place. We'd outgrown that place.
on.
F you, Ken.
Wait, yeah, Ken. we don't even care.
Oh no! Look who has his hand up.
What did you do, Pete?
No, it wasn't actually me, but it was at this company that I used to work for, and I knew this lad. And on his sort of induction week, he was given a work laptop, and he was handed it, and they said, "Look, take it home with you. Treat it as if it is your own laptop." And then about 3 weeks later, he got an email from some of the senior management team. And he lived in Bristol, and they said, we need you to come to London for a meeting. And this lad was like, okay, I don't know why. And he got sat in a room with the senior management team because they found terabytes of hardcore pornography downloaded onto this lad's laptop. And the management team were basically like, what do you think you're doing? You've downloaded porn onto your work laptop. And he said, you said treat it as if it was my own.
Oh, come on, though.
Unfortunately, he did. And they went, yeah, we meant for working from home, not for jerking off. So
my God.
Now
and
that's
he was put on tracked downloads for about a year's trial period.
Embarrassing.
how could now that's just I think that's just stupid. Okay, if lying became physically impossible tomorrow, what would be the first thing to go wrong? What does that mean?
Well, we'd find out all about the aliens. We'd find out.
I was
all
going to
about
say
the aliens and
we'd find
Area
out about
51.
Epstein.
Well, we'd read everybody on the Epstein files, which is everybody we already know who's on them. Current people trying to block their name coming out. Did you see that thing Elon Musk posted about Donald Trump again? That was a real quick fall from grace, that friendship, wasn't it? Like, it was like they were best friends, and Elon was basically controlling America for a minute, and then all of a sudden they hated each other. And Elon posted this video of the amount of times Donald Trump was with Epstein over his lifetime, which is basically they were probably the best of friends, thick as thieves. Yeah, he posted.
I'd say you'd have a lot of people in a lot of turmoil if lying became physically impossible over things that they did. And if lying became impossible, I think what else would happen is you'd either have loads of riots or else you'd have a decrease in crime.
I think everyone tells little lies, like little white lies and stuff like that.
I tell little lies, but I can't tell big lies. I'm not good at lying, and if I try, like, you can tell instantly. It's just not within me. You can lie very well, Vogue.
What the hell are you talking about? No, I cannot lie very well. Ask Spen. Amber is a filthy liar. You should put in your
Absolutely
CV that you're
not.
a filthy liar. You're a filthy
I'm not.
liar, robber.
Robber. You're the robber, Vogue. You're the robber in the family. Okay.
I haven't robbed anything in ages.
I'm robbing that yellow shirt since you took that jumpsuit.
You're not
I am.
taking that yellow shirt. I'm not finished. I'm not finished. I look on if Marks and Spencer still have that yellow shirt. Neil Wilson. I basically bought Neil Wilson yellow shirts, and I have a yellow shirt and a pink shirt, and they didn't fit him, so now I've taken them back. But Amber's now.
You got a pink one too. I know. Give me
it yesterday. You don't have any of them.
I
They're
have.
mine. If they have any on the website, I'll think about it.
Next one is, what word or phrase do you say too often? Like, and all that type of stuff.
Like, well, Spenny's phrase that I'm just like, how can I knock that out of him? Just in passing. Why is it always just in passing? Can we not say it anymore? It's all he says is just in passing. Have you noticed?
I know. He also says, I couldn't care less.
Oh, yeah. Spenny's turned into a grumpy old man at the grand old age of 30. Oh, Jesus, what age is he? 36.
I knew you were going to struggle with that.
Also, with Vogue, you probably say like, come here to me.
Oh, I say come here to me a lot. Yeah, come here to me. Come here to me. Wait, I'll tell you.
What does Amber say all the time?
And stuff like that.
Yeah.
I used to say it a lot. I kind of don't really say it that often.
I've taken out
Do you ever-
an animal on the roads.
do you ever get that when you're like, if you're at a presentation or something like that, and someone's obviously presenting, and you pick up on them saying, and then like you can't stop hearing them saying it, and they just do it. That drives me up the wall.
That's kind of a thing in radio. You have to try and not say, because
It's a skill.
When you're doing radio, I remember the only time that I actually did choose my songs was when I used to work in Spin 103.8, and I barely broke even. I think I actually had to pay to work there by the end of it. And I used to go in, and I had this 3-hour show. Pete, I had to put the whole show together myself, this dance show. And what I was told was to smile into the mic. So when you're doing it, smile into the mic. So you're like, hi. I used to make up shout outs as well when I was doing it. Shout out to Andrea, who's with her friends, pre-drinking, getting ready to go out. This one's for you, babe. I know you love this tune. Hit it.
Oh my God.
God, I have had some real shit ass jobs. That wasn't one of them. I actually liked that one, but like I just did. So I have done.
That was your Saturday nights though, wasn't it?
Yeah, but they let me pre-record, so I quite liked doing that job. I used to do one on a Friday night in Phantom years ago. That was before 103.8, and that was 3 hours live in Phantom, and then I'd have to. Again, I kind of only broke even on that too. I had to make my own way in.
Nothing is going to be more iconic than when you had to go into a burger. That was probably the best job we've ever had. If you're listening to this right now and you haven't seen that photo, just get your phone out and Google Vogue Williams burger right now. What did you have to model for a burger shop?
That was actually when I was at the top of my modelling career in Ireland. That's why when people are like, model and presenter, I'm like, please, do you mind? Just don't say model. You're making this worse than it has to be. Please don't do that.
And then the Hulk photos will surface again.
Oh, I haven't showed you. I'll get the Amber. We need to find the Hulk photos and we'll put them up on the pod page. It was the ugliest I have ever looked in my life, including like filthy hangovers, 2-day hangovers. Were really
they absolutely ruined you. Like
she's an ugly girl.
I think you're going to be the one to answer this. Hey Vogue and Amber, I've got an agony amp. It's about my teenage daughter, Melody. She's recently started going out with her friends more often, and while I want to give her the freedom she needs, I'm struggling not to be a pushy parent. Just like my mum was with me. It's so annoying. I worry about her safety and the choices she might make, but I don't want to damage our relationship by being overbearing. I'm struggling to find the right balance between being a cool mum, but also protecting her and caring for her. What should I do? That's tricky because like I remember when we were growing up, like I felt that we had feck all freedom. And I used to be so jealous.
Yeah, our friends were allowed to do loads of stuff. We were just, no, we were not allowed. And that's just the way it was. And yeah, we were pissed off. But I think that you need to put, like, one of our friends in here, her son is allowed to stay out till 7 a.m. And I'm like, just never, ever in my lifetime will that happen with my kids. There's no way I would let them stay out till 7 a.m. because I'm not sitting up worrying about them. My friend has her kids on this app. I can't remember what it's called, but it's an app where she can see where they are and where they're going. It's not just the iPhone. It's not the like Find My with like an Apple thing. It's a proper app that they all have on their phones, so she'll know if he's in his granny's house or if he's gone to his friend's house. And I think that's the kind of thing that I do. Sure, look at me. I didn't even want my kids to go to camp today because they were going out on an excursion, and I just felt like they wouldn't be looked after properly even though they will. I just would worry that one of them would walk off or something, and I didn't need the stress. I was like, I'll just take them with me for the day. So I think that you need to make sure that you can make yourself feel comfortable as well, because like you don't want to just sit there worrying all the time about your kids, and like strike a good balance, but
also you're the parent, so don't feel guilty about it. I think there's like, what was it we were saying last week, what rules of parenting that you wouldn't follow, and I don't think there's any rules I wouldn't follow, like not letting them swear. No, I don't want them swearing. Obviously I'll have to work on not swearing myself, but I think parent whatever way you want to parent, as long as you're not like, obviously you can think it's overbearing, but like you're just trying to consider her well-being and prioritize that. So maybe check out that app. I'd say on that app you can probably check in and stuff like that. You could do something like you have to check in and send a picture of where you are and everything. It depends what age the child is as well. I don't think you ever really stop worrying, well, until you kind of have to, because they're moving on, they're moving out.
They're moving on and moving on out. Did you see that fella in so that was the agony amp, sorry everyone, but I saw this, he's we'll call him the blagger of the week. He sold a non-existent airport to the Nigerian government. Guess how much he sold it to them for? The Nigerian government paid this con artist who sold a fake airport to them $242 million.
Oh, like that's an unbelievable con.
I know. It was between 1995 and 1998. The bank wired him hundreds of millions. And he was eventually caught and he was jailed. But I wonder if they got the money back. That's a lot of money from like Nigeria's economy. Nigeria's meant to be great crack to go at Christmas, by the way. Did you know that?
I did not.
Guys, it's 11/11. Make a wish.
I already did. I make the same wish every day. Well, whenever I see it.
I make the same wish a few days in a row now.
Okay.
Is that wasting the wish? Should we not be doing different ones all the time?
I don't know.
No, because if it's not coming true, you can still wish for it again, you know.
Okay, fine. So there's other blaggers I was going to tell you about. Did you see that guy who pretended to be a dentist, a 22-year-old man, and he was doing like loads of procedures like root canals using instructions that he'd used online. He earned about 185 grand, and his 50-year-old relative who worked as a nurse supplied medical materials. Like, he faces up to 8 years in prison. Imagine somebody that didn't know how to do a root. Has anyone had a root canal?
No.
No.
I've had teeth out and I've had a crown put in, but Jesus Christ.
Oh, they like drill right down the bottom of your teeth to get all the crap out. Oh, it's really it's one of the most rotten hit, and they shove wires down there and all. It really is.
Have you had
wouldn't
one?
want- Yeah, I basically lived on sweets for my whole teenage years. Of course, I had a root canal.
God, I haven't.
Told you, I'm lucky these yolks are still in my mouth.
I think mine are okay. What else then? There's more blagger stuff. A guy faking being a lawyer, arrested after he set up a website and posed as a fully trained lawyer. And he won 26 cases before his arrest, despite having absolutely no training whatsoever. And his case is still open, and it's rumoured that he's going to represent himself. I mean, kudos to him, winning for people. The woman who posed as a teacher for 20 years. In India, a woman...
20 years!
In India, a woman faked her qualifications and worked as a school teacher for 2 decades. She used someone else's identity and collected over 400 grand in wages. She was only found out when the real woman she impersonated applied for a government job. She's now banned from working in education and faces criminal charges. Not as if she was being sly. Come on. She was obviously a good teacher. She was able to do it for 20 years. And then the man who faked being a CIA agent, Wayne Simmons, claimed he was a retired
Sure, we all do that. Come on.
retired CIA operative, and even became a TV pundit on Fox News. He gave national security commentary for years and was even involved in a government training program. Turns out he had no CIA background at all, and he was convicted of major fraud and weapons offences in 2016.
Oh my goodness. That's not a great one there.
They're good blaggers.
I don't think the CIA one was very intelligent. The dentist one is like, that would just freak me out because I just don't like anything to do with
The CIA guy was on Fox News, a regular on Fox News, giving like his take on scenarios. Like, Jesus.
Did you see the sexiest men of all time has been revealed? Amber, we know that you really enjoy men. Would you like to hear? Okay.
All time, yeah.
James Dean. He was a total ride.
Yeah.
Let's Google him. Let's Google James Dean so we can...
No, I'm
Dean.
Googling Charles Melton. Is that the guy? Don't tell me that's the guy that was on River.
Oh
what was
my
it?
God.
Riverside.
Look at James Dean. Oh, I mean...
Oh my God, it is him.
I don't know if he was the... Tupac, yeah, right. Who is Charles Melton?
Tupac went out with Madonna.
I know, yeah. I mean, Charles Melton is pretty...
He's your man from River. I don't know what it's called. And then Lenny Kravitz, Paul Mescal, Pedro Pascal,
Lenny Kravitz is a ride.
Hayden Christensen, he's gorgeous. Marlon Brando, Bad Bunny, Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Marlon Brando's an absolute ride. Aaron Taylor Johnson is good looking.
I thought that Christian Bale would have been on that list.
No,
And
Elvis
also
Presley's on the list.
And also Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy is a ride. I would fancy him a lot. Henry Cavill, wouldn't fancy him.
I don't like him with the longer hair. He was gorgeous in The Witcher.
Well, Leonardo DiCaprio, I'm sorry, he's still got it for me. Leonardo DiCaprio will always be a ride to me. David Beckham is very good looking. Who would be your hottest? So who would be your hottest, Amber? Christian Bale?
Yeah, but he's not even there. Yeah. Let me see. From that actual list or the sample that we have there, I mean, Brad Pitt's gorgeous.
Marlon Brando, or I would say, do you know who's gorgeous in real life? Jamie Dornan. And also what makes him gorgeous is he's a nice guy. He's a nice guy and he's mad about his wife.
Cute.
And I always think that that's like when, isn't there just something so nice about that? You're like, God, you're a good guy. Now, we're not being biased because we're Irish, but Ireland has been voted as having the second best work-life balance in the world. Well, there's some people who, isn't there some nations, did France cut things down to a 4-day week? Why do I think that?
Yeah,
it's
places, companies in Sweden have done it as well, and actually it's worked to their benefit. Like, they're way more productive. Everyone's happier in their jobs.
This index was evaluating 60 nations based on work benefits, inclusivity, and average work hours worked in a week. Like, what would your benefits be, Amber?
I'm not telling you that.
Oh, why? Is it private?
Yeah. What was I going to say? No, do you know what it is? I think this is what happened in France. They basically, did they cut down to a 35-day week? But what happens in France is if you are, I remember hearing about this and I was like, oh my God. Like, basically, if someone contacts you out of hours, out of those 35 hours of your work week, they'll be fined. Like, the company, if they expect you to work outside those 35 hours weeks, like, they're very, very strict about it in France.
Well, Kieran now, this is going back about a couple of years ago, I texted the Bear by Vogue group. And Kieran texted me. Kieran's my business partner. He was like, don't text them outside of work hours. So I was like, oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm just so used to talking to people outside of work hours that I didn't even consider it. So I really had to be like, oh, okay. And like, I try to do that even with my management and stuff. Unless I really need them for something, I will not call them after like 5 o'clock if possible. But Pete, you and I have to talk all the time. So
I wish
people would.
Yeah. Me and you just spend. We never stop working for the pod. We're constantly finding things. And I often forget. And my toxic trait is texting someone at 9 p.m. like, hey, have you done this? Have you seen this? And they'll be like, please fuck off until 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. And honestly, I forget.
But sometimes I'm like, can I text people at 7 in the morning? I nearly rang Gina at 6:45 in the morning and I didn't. Because I was like, I can't ring Auntie Gina at 6:45 in the morning.
Gina,
like, why didn't you ring me? I'm awake. I'm like, damn it.
But it is, like, the thing is, if you don't have it, you don't realise what it's like to have it, a clear delineation between kind of working and not working. It's like when you go on holidays. That's why it's so important when you go on holidays to properly disconnect from it all.
I also go through these phases where it doesn't matter if you're trying to contact me out of hours, you can't. Like, good luck. I put my phone away. I literally go into goblin mode, hermit mode. So I have to do that like once or twice a week. So I'm like, otherwise people are going to contact me. So I have to go and be like a little 18th century like maggot in the corner where I can't be called.
That's my toxic trait. I am never uncontactable. I'm always working in some capacity for somewhere that I go. But I have to say, I'm trying to take little bits of time off here. Like, certainly at the weekends, I'm trying not to work at the weekend at all. But just with the kind of work that I do, I kind of have to be on most of the time, unless it's Christmas when everybody disappears and then I don't get emails. And it is a joyous time of year for that reason.
Yeah.
But anyway, so the top 5 countries were New Zealand, number 1. I'd love to go to New Zealand. Ireland, number 2. Belgium, number 3. Germany, number 4. And Norway, number 11. The UK came 11th, which is not the worst. Sorry, Norway's number 5 and the UK 11th, which is not the worst.
So we'll play a little game of Ireland higher or lower.
Okay.
So is Ireland's placement on this list higher or lower than the previous? So we're going to start with the quality of life. So we can see we're number 2 with the quality of life. So in terms of the quality of food, are we higher than 2 or lower?
Lower.
Yeah, 27. In terms of being one of the happiest countries, are we higher or lower than 27?
No, lower than 27. We'd be like, as in we're better than that. We're one of the happiest countries, no?
Then that would be higher. That we're number 15
we're
in terms of happiest countries. And then in terms of most cultured countries, are we higher or lower than 15?
Most cultured countries. Ooh. Lower, probably.
No, higher, number 12. So then in terms of, so we're number 12 on the list of most cultured countries. And then in terms of countries with the most hours of sunshine, are we higher or lower than number 12?
Most hours of sun. Oh, lower. We have no.
We're not even the top 100, because I remember I did that a compare and contrast of like Ireland versus the UK in terms of the rainfall.
I'd say Ireland has worse rain and maybe slightly darker, but the rain and stuff. That's why I always say that, like, when I get older, I'd hope that I could live in a country in the winter where it's brighter, because when you come somewhere and like the weather is just so nice and you're just going around and I just think even the sunshine makes such a difference. It makes you feel so happy. Everyone's so happy in the summer.
Yes, I agree. Strongly agree. But apparently now Ireland is getting 40 days of rain in a row.
Oh
This
my
doesn't-
God. Now.
This does not make me happy at all yet. That's why I was asking what the weather's like in the UK. What is the weather like in the UK, Pete? Petey Weedy?
It's overcast as fuck. It's really threatening.
no.
It's like
It's really...
Threatening weather.
Yeah. It's like 20, so you can't even wear a coat out. But it's cloudy as
Don't
fuck.
make unnecessary journeys. Don't leave your house.
What a way to describe it, Pete. It's really threatening out there. Be careful. Take a rain jacket.
I'm real scared when I leave my house.
You might get splashed on everybody.
I've just realised, sorry, that's what distracted me there a minute ago. There's little buttons here. I love this shirt. I mean, it's not looking too well on me from this perspective, but hopefully the full
Amber,
picture
you
will
and
be
I
nice.
should do. Let's do a TikTok later of the Good Morning Girls and Boy Dance, and we'll both wear the same shirt. Oh my God, I love that for us.
Well, Petey Weedy, what are we thinking? Are we good to go?
I don't give a fuck, Pete. I'm going. Thank you, everybody.
Guys, Vogue's had a black eye for this whole episode because one of her...
Oh, how is your eye? How is your eye?
Punched her in the face.
It's not great. It's like I've got a bloody eye.
I don't even
Great.
have eye
Like,
drops.
how do
Mom
you
will
get
have
rid of
eye
a
drops.
blood eye? Yeah, but that doesn't get rid of a blood eye. And I always see people walking around with a blood eye, and they give me they give me a bit of a fright. So now I'm the person that's giving myself a fright. You know, when you see people, you're like, oh God, it's their eye, because there's like loads of blood in it. Now I'm the blood eye.
Now we have to go get those creepos. I think we just leave them here and run.
Let's
She
just
looks
go.
really, really
We won't
intimidating,
say-
actually.
We won't say words.
Guys, thanks so much for having me on this ep. I mean, Imo is a legend, but I love it when she goes away, which seems to be every other week, and I'll come back if you want.
We love that, Pete.
Yeah,
Thanks for everybody for listening. We've had poor Pete. You've had a hard time.
we need some more emails and messages through. You were light this week. So, you know,
Ask like that to the listeners. Say thank you, listeners. You're very kind to even bother your arse sending them in, and we'd appreciate more if you'd like to send them to Vogue.
exactly what Vogue said. What Vogue said. What Vogue said. So,
Sorry,
Give
I
me
went
that
Amber's
email
a bit.
address one more time. Give me that email address one more time.
Vogue and Amberpod at global.com. And sorry, my sister is a bit grumpy on the grumpy side today, and just be grateful that you don't have to spend the day with her. Oh my God,
it's been an intense morning.
She's eating. What have you put in your mouth? Get it out. She's on the bugles. She's on the bugles
Jesus.
again. Cannot get her away.
It's been a fucking intense morning, Vogue. It doesn't start. Your day doesn't start nicely. That doesn't like.
Operation.
I don't
Sucking
know
down
if I'm like
pupils on the
in a.
record.
I'm like, am I in a torture chamber? What's going on? Is someone injured themselves? Do I need to call an ambulance? It's just like, it's the worst way to wake up. Anyway.
Yeah, we heard a noise come out of one of the kids that, for what is essentially a land mammal, was quite frightening. It was sort of just like, why would a kid ever need to make that kind of noise?
He just wants to be heard, you know?
Do you know what the worst part is? I've been around other people's kids who are even naughtier, and I think my kids are actually kind of well behaved, but this is obviously just how children act.
Yeah.
Thanks a million, everyone, for listening. I'll do the goodbye because Amber shoved a load more bugles in
Thank you for listening. Please send in more emails. Sorry for being rude about it.
Love you.